Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com. Ticket Liquidator.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. This is Central Texas Life with Ann Harder.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Texas Life, and I am so happy to welcome back to the show Jocelyn Williams.
Thank you.
With the Syntax African American Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
And it is the Bosses Conference again. And we talked
Yes.
about this, the last one you had.
Yes.
And this is really a tremendous opportunity for local businesses. And for prospective employees, too.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
Lots of people.
Definitely. Yes. So the Boss Conference, it has become an annual event for the Syntax African American Chamber and the Center of Business Excellence. And we have designed it so that now it is a 2-day conference that really aims to help all micro, small, mid-sized businesses and organizations to get all the resources, training, networking that they need, desire, are looking for to help their business succeed. And so it goes from topics around finance and access to capital, basic business structure, marketing strategies, certification information, especially if you want to work with the City of Waco or TxDOT, and then contracting roundtables or contracting conversations that you can have with contractors. So we try to hit a little bit of everything that we think may apply or that we've heard businesses are desiring more information about.
Now, need some help with. Yeah, this is going to be February 26th through the 27th at the
Yes.
Bric. Now,
Yes.
you've had it there before.
No, this is our
the
first time. Yeah, our first time at the Bric. We've had it at the Cashion building on Baylor's campus. And so this year we're branching out. The Bric said, hey, come on over,
That's
have
great.
it there. So we have plenty of space. Lots of breakout areas, and then also on the first floor we'll have an area for people to eat and vendors. So we'll have different bank institutions, lending institutions, again, either marketing solution people, insurance companies, other statewide hub contractors or certification experts that will have tables set up with all types of information.
How many are you hoping for? Do you have a number, a target?
Oh, my dream number would be about 100 folks.
Good.
And that should be kind of easy to get in Waco. Even though we're a small town, we've worked to get that information out to Hewitt, even as far as Mejia and Marlin, so that people can enjoy and take part of this. So we've sent information out to Belmead, Lacey Lakeview, McGregor, everywhere that we possibly can. We even have connections in Killeen with the innovation chapter there. So we're really reaching out as much as possible and partnering with many organizations.
Yeah, casting a wide net there.
Yes.
You have a pitch competition. Let's
Yes.
talk about that. I think this is fascinating. I don't know of anybody else doing this.
Right. Well, we're excited about it. I've seen in my travels and work with businesses, I've seen many types of pitch competitions. This one is geared towards new businesses. So any business that has started since 2022 up till now, they could have started like last week or just gotten their registration information last week, but they want to pitch their business, how they would use the cash prize money, which goes up to $2,500.
Wow.
Starts at $500 for our second runner-up, but the grand prize is $2,500. And just wanting to find out how they would use any of that prize money to further their business. So it could be buying a computer. It could be, you know, hiring maybe an intern, or using marketing strategies, or boosting their Facebook post, or whatever it is that they think that they could use that money for to help their business further along or get them to the next level.
So how many of these boss conferences have you had?
We've been going since, I think, 2016.
Okay. A while.
Yeah, I've been involved with the Boss Conference for about 2 years. In fact, probably 3 years, because 1 year I was actually on the board of the chamber, and then now I'm involved with the planning and the organization and getting the word out there.
So how many vendors, you mentioned, you know, banks, there are lots of representation there with helpful folk. About how many are you expecting of those?
We're looking for at least about 14 to 15, and we have space for that. We have some additional space that if we needed to move them to a second floor, we do have that. So we have plenty of room. We've had some vendors that have already RSVP'd. We have a registration for them. There's no cost to be a vendor.
That's great.
Yeah, so we're trying to really make it accessible for everyone. So whether you're, like I said, working with the City of Waco or TxDOT, or coming from Austin, which we have some of our speakers and breakout sessions, facilitators coming from Austin, San Antonio, Temple, Dallas area. So we want to make it accessible for everyone, and they're also helping to promote this by talking to some of their contacts.
So let's talk about some of these executives that will be helping lead out in your breakout sessions.
So we will have a major one on that Wednesday morning that is talks about finance, especially from the SBA, the Small Business Administration. So we have two of the directors and assistant directors from the SBA Dallas district coming to facilitate or helping to speak on SBA programs, what it looks like now, those changes, maybe dispelling the myth of how you can access loan application information. We also have a couple of local people from some of the banks that are going to be speaking about the programs that they offer with that. We have Cadence Bank, one of their SBA loan officers out of the Austin area will also be speaking. And then our facilitator for that is going to be Thomas Ellis, who's with the SBDC, Small Business Development Center here at McLennan County Community College. He's going to be the moderator. He's also a business owner. So it's great that he agreed and was delighted to be able to not only speak as a panelist, but also moderate the questions. So that's going to be our Wednesday morning. The Wednesday afternoon, we have another person, his name is Brian Mitchell, coming out of the Dallas area also. He will really talk about business structure, like scaling your business, how to look for the different trends and whatever it is that you need to be mindful of as you go into business for yourself, or as you're maybe like rebranding or looking to go to the next level. And then Thursday, we have a whole morning around contracting and certification, being a certified supplier or a certified business for contracting. And so we'll have some breakout sessions around how to look at RFPs, how to even answer or look into going into subcontracting if you're not quite ready to take on the big contracts. But we'll also have some keynote speakers coming from the Minority Business Development Center, and they're coming from the Austin area, and just two heavy hitters that run and manage those departments to kind of talk to businesses about what they need to be looking for, how important it is to, whether you're ready or not, get certified, and how they can help you, the different things that they offer in the Dallas and the Austin area. They're always having all sorts of different roundtable contracting expos and whatnot. And so I'm hoping that this will generate that interest and maybe even have some people want to travel that way. I'm looking to hopefully get to some of those expos that they have to see how they do it in the big cities and what we can bring back to Waco.
Yeah, I mean, you can have a great idea for a business to get the thing started up, but there's a lot involved.
There is.
And so what's so beautiful about the Boss Conference is that you've kind of got everybody together that can help coordinate information that people need to to move on the way to success.
Yes.
Back to the pitch competition. I'm just fascinated. I just think that's the neatest thing. So, looking back, I mean, you've been involved with it a couple of years.
Right.
You know, what kinds of things are you seeing in that? What kind of pitches do you get in? Do you remember who won it last year?
Yeah, well, this actually is our inaugural first time that we've done it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, in the past, what we have done is we had a Boss Conference scholarship. And so
Okay.
that was a $500 scholarship to a local business who registered for the Boss Conference and came. And then they wrote an essay about what attending Boss Conference meant to them, what they
Right.
got out of it, and how they could use the tools or the resources they received to get their business up and going or to the next level. And so from there, kind of the same thing. So we're hoping that, people are coming out and we'll be excited about that. I've spoke at a couple of different events and meetings and encourage those new businesses to kind of really, think about that, because some people start their business, but then they're kind of a little nervous about talking about it or don't have their elevator story ready. And, being able to tell their story about, the meat and the grit behind what you've already done and what you've accomplished.
Yeah. So I guess that, what kinds of feedback have you gotten then from this, from folks?
Yeah, a lot from just people excited about it,
Yeah.
a little nervous themselves, or or even saying, "Oh, I could use that money." And we actually, when you register, we actually ask that question to keep you thinking about it. How would you use that money? So some people were saying, I would use it to get more equipment, or I'm really looking to start renting a space at some of the co-working spaces, and this will help get this going. Or I need a down payment on a vehicle or a food truck, or whatever it is that they're looking for, that they just need help doing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just think it's a tremendous idea. What does it cost to attend
It's
the conference?
so it's only $15.
What?
Yes, only $15 for 2 days, all day. We're again trying to make it as accessible as
Yeah.
possible. And so, so we're just, hoping that people will say, look, let me just go. It's a come and go event. We understand that.
Yeah, if you're running a business,
Right.
Maybe a small one, then
Yeah.
you got to be there.
Right. You don't have
You know,
time
it'd
to
take 2
say
days.
all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can kind of pick and choose, and maybe on the lunch hour or first thing in the morning, if you don't open until 10 or 11. I found out that there's several businesses that don't open until the afternoon or
Right.
late morning. So come in the morning, get a little bit of what I'm calling nuggets of knowledge, and keep it moving. And we are happy with that. We're just wanting to be able to give those resources.
Yeah, it'll all be helpful.
It will.
For
all of
sure.
it. Yeah.
So how can somebody go and get more information on this, or perhaps sign up?
Yes. So we're taking registration in so many different ways. You can register through our website, which is www.centexchamber, and that's CENTEX chamber.com/boss conference. Everything's lowercase. You can look on Facebook. We're always posting something on our Centex African American Chamber Facebook page, and the CBE, or the Center of Business Excellence, has a Facebook page. So do it there. I'm trying to tag as many people as possible that are helping to also get the word out. You can Cash App. So you can just do a Cash App real quick, which our Cash App is the $, and it's just Centex Chamber, all one word. But then you still need to call the chamber office to complete the application, because we just need to get your information. Now, of course, if you don't do that and you show up, we'll have that information.
So
We'll have you
somebody
sign up.
could just walk
That
up,
we're
yeah.
taking walk-ins too. We'd
Sure.
love to have a better head count so that we know kind of how many people we're expecting to prepare for food. For
Yeah,
breakfast
even
and-
for $15, you're providing a little lunch.
yeah, we're providing snacks and,
Oh, yeah.
and a little continental breakfast and
Wow.
and lunch, and so we want to make sure that we have enough. So yeah, there's or you can just call the chamber office 254-235-3204. Say, hey, I want to sign up. We'll help you.
Easy Sun has been living fearlessly under the sun since 2016. Born from sailors' need for convenient sun protection, our mineral sunscreen is crafted with natural ingredients offering broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays. Safe for your skin and the environment, stay protected on the go with Easy Sun, your ultimate sun care solution. Visit EasySun.com today. That's EEZYSUN.com. Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internex. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internex.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
Well, I mean, this is awesome, and I was so glad we were able to get this together so we can share with the audience. But now you are the coordinator of the Center for Business Excellence for the Chamber. Came to Waco in 2017.
Yes.
Jocelyn, you did. And when you came, you were first with the grassroots community development, right?
Yes.
You're also a classically trained flautist, which
Yes.
means she plays the flute.
Yeah.
And I think we met through our association with the Waco Symphony.
Yes, yes.
Maybe originally, I don't know, probably some
Somewhere
other thing.
around in there,
Yeah,
right.
some other thing. But it has been such a delight to see how you have helped so much in community and the arts.
Right.
And particularly with the symphony board, you were involved in education, the education committee. Let's talk just a little bit about this because you've really taken the bull by the horns and really planned some amazing things for education.
Yes. So this is my second year on the board. The first year being the VP of the Education and Outreach Committee, and I'm enjoying so much working with Sue Jacobson, who is the concert master for the Waco Symphony.
Right.
So we hit the ground running, just talking about the things that are already in place, so that those adopted school programs with Tennyson, with Lake Air Montessori, those are still running and doing well, and we're supporting those. But we're trying to do more outreach into the community, so we started really sitting down talking about what that looks like overall, just not doing a concert here or there, but having actual impact within the community, offering small concerts or even like kind of classes with the elderly, with our senior community, and some of the nursing home or adult living facilities. And then we also looked at how that might look in some of the schools. So from there, we're so excited that we have developed a program that touches and reaches all of that and even more we're hoping for, called Healing Harmony. And so that is a kind of an education and wellness program. And we're actually kind of launched it this past early fall into this new year. And we're really excited about it, that we're able to work with other local organizations such as the Blake and the Delaney, and we're even reaching out to some other nursing home facilities and going in, and the quartet of the orchestra is having to go in and do small concerts, kind of glimmers of hope and glimmers of memory with some of the residents there, playing songs that they remember. Or that
For memory care
Yes.
patients, music is the one thing that
It
kind
is.
of draws them out.
It is. And to see, faces light up,
Oh, yeah.
and or toes tapping,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're waving or they're swaying along. And then on the flip side of that, we're trying to reach even our younger generation, our younger students all around the community. So we've partnered with Waco Family Medicine, and we're doing some work with some of their students that sign up for either counseling or support, or just working with their department and doing kind of a pilot program that's happening right now. We're working through it. Sue and I are working through that together and kind of facilitating that around emotions, around feelings. And again, what does that bring out when you hear this type of music? What do you feel?
Yeah.
How do you Do you paint pictures in your head, or is there a picture you could paint or draw? Or how does it make you move? Do you want to dance? Do you want to march around? Does it make you angry or sad? And so we're just really trying to develop that experience for music for all ages.
Well, it's so important because often fine arts and music, first thing to get cut if there's not enough funding for whatever is going on, which is a shame because it is such an important part for brain development. And all. But you've been able to perform as well, some with it.
Yes.
I want to hear you play.
Yeah, so I've enjoyed that. In fact, I'm rehearsing with Sue this afternoon. We're each week we kind of reevaluate what the class was like that we're doing right now, and so then we kind of say, well, let's try this, let's try that. So we'll get together and we play. So I get a chance to play with the concert master of the Waco Symphony each week, and we get a chance to share our love for music and work through that and work with the counselors at Waco Family Medicine. So it's been fun. I've been enjoying doing that. Before that, as far as my music is concerned, I have played with other orchestras since I'm from the East Coast, and now I do more freelance work here. So I play with some local churches or do some small things like weddings or receptions and whatnot, just to keep myself going.
Oh, that's wonderful, and I'm just so happy to hear that. You're doing an amazing job. So thank you so much on all these fronts. Well, I like to end these little conversations with a questionnaire that the late, great James Lipton did on Inside the Action. I don't think we did this before.
I don't think so, no.
Because, we did a shorter version. Last time we talked, a shorter version. Okay, so the first question is, what is your favorite word?
Inspiration. I like to stay inspired, and each day, just about every day, I send an inspiring word, like a text message out to friends and family, because I think that helps me to kind of stay upbeat, to stay positive, to think about the possibilities, to be optimistic about things that maybe I may be challenged with. So, inspiration.
Yeah, good. Well, what's your least favorite word?
Fear.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I think because even right now, with some of the things that are going on within our country, within our world, people have a lot of fear because it's uncertain as to what's going on. So I like to, of course, turn that around to talk about hope, to talk about, dispelling the fear or the doubt that may be going on. So
What turns you, touched on this, what does turn you on then, creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Let's see. I would say a little bit of both. Right now, I'm exploring a little bit more reflection and time spiritually. So I would say spiritually. I spend a little bit more time not on the television in the evening, not talking to folks or whatever, but either reading a book, looking at scriptures and figuring out how that applies to my life, or listening to music and just talking and spending time with my husband.
Yeah, all good. It's all good. Well, what turns you off then, spiritually, emotionally, or creatively?
I guess I would say creatively, what turns me off is when you feel like you're pigeonholed into one area. Like, for example, people who knew me or know me as a musician, they're looking at me like, oh, well, you run the Center of Business Excellence.
Doing what?
What is that? And I'm like going, okay, I had my own business at one time. I had my own music studio, so I know how that was run. You know, I came from other business and entrepreneurs in my family, so I kind of have an idea of that, and just getting more information, but not being pigeonholed. You can do anything you put your mind to that you would like to do. Just because I have a degree in music doesn't mean I can't do other things.
Absolutely. What is your favorite sound? Here, I'm asking a musician. What is your favorite sound?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I would say sometimes the birds.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah, just
bird
hear
song.
Hearing
That's
birds.
very similar to a flute, really. When you think about piccolos at least. Maybe.
Right, yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. But especially
Thinking
when
of Peter and the Wolf,
that's right.
Right.
But especially when like there's a change of the season, or when it's like early morning and you hear the birds coming up, especially on a day like today when it's kind of cold and a little bit nippy, and you just see birds still out and they're chirping and kind of happy. You're like, okay, this is
They can do it's okay now.
right. I can get out there.
Really?
That's
Really?
right.
Well, what's your least favorite sound?
Oh man, trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like when you're hearing like those tractor trailers coming by and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, whew, yeah.
No. Okay. Okay, you've changed. You talked about your job career,
Right.
from professional musician, and now, really in the business world and
Right.
helping folks in that arena. What other job would you like to try or have tried?
But this is kind of funny because, or it's funny to me because I have been thinking about this, like saying, okay, even though I'm not close to retirement yet, but if I were to retire or want to do something else, what would I want to do? So I have 2 cats.
Uh-huh.
And so I've gotten more into even working with some of the area pet hospitals or sanctuaries, or just knowing those different resources out there. So I wouldn't mind trying to open my own kind of cat sanctuary. I just
Really?
feel like, I know.
So you're a cat lady too.
I'm a cat lady too, yes. So it's
That's
because
good.
cats to me kind of seem to get there's a lot of dog grooming places. There's a lot of places that even board. So for example, when we were going on vacation last year, there were like 2 places that stopped boarding cats. And so we were like, what are we going to do? We're going to be gone for like a week or so. Luckily, we were able to find one that's out in the Robinson area. So it's a little far for us to drive because we live on the other side of town, but
Yeah.
that's okay. They're wonderful, but what if that wasn't there?
Right.
What was I going to do with my cats for like 10 days?
Yeah, cats are pretty self-sufficient. If
Right.
somebody can come in and kind of pet them a little bit. But we did that one time with a cat, and we were gone for a little over a week, and
Right.
she was a little squirrely.
Yeah, yeah.
By the time we got back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
What job then do you know you would not want to do? No thanks. Don't want to do that.
I would probably say something in the medical field, anything that has to do with like, operation, blood, different things like that.
I've heard that before too.
Yeah, I think
we appreciate those folks.
yes,
but-
I do. My husband works in the medical field,
Oh, okay.
and he's always telling me, "You would be so good because the caregiver in me,
Right,
taking
right.
care of folks or wanting to help." And I can
Nurturing
help
in that way, yeah.
I can help do that, but and then even sometimes, I'm okay with, dealing with like a bandage or a wound or whatever. I can do that. But, actually doing it every day, and then you're going in and out of meeting all sorts of people, that is a lot emotionally for me. I think that would be too much. Yeah. I would have trouble separating some of that.
Yeah. One last question. When you arrive at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear the Lord say?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. That's a good question. I would just love for him to be able to, of course, he's going to know me by name. And then to just say to me, thank you for being an ambassador for me and getting out there and loving folks and sharing your love of me with them. And just talking about how much I was able to show that in different ways. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Jocelyn, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's going to be great. Boss Conference. Again, that's coming up on February 26, 27.
Yes.
At the Bric.
Yes.
And go online again where?
To the syntexchamber.com/boss conference, or you can call our office 254-235-3204, or you can email me too. I'll help you out if you
You're
email
very
me.
accessible.
Yes, so that's just my name, Jocelyn, JOCELYN @syntexchamber.com. Any type of way we can get that word out there and get people coming.
Yeah. Well, thank you. You are a delight. Appreciate
Thank
your time
you.
with us
I appreciate
today.
this.
Thank you for being with us for Central Texas Life. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Central Texas Life with Ann Harder is part of the Rogue Media family. Be sure to check out our other shows at roguemedianetwork.com. Please rate this show 5 stars on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Join us again soon for more Central Texas Life with Ann Harder. This has been a Rogue Media Network production.